him, right?
Mhm.
So
He has dogs.
plants.
When do we get to interview the dogs? I'm just always interested in learning something, which is the beauty of doing these documentaries, because it's always something new and different. Like, I used to be more so an editor, because I would see the footage, I was like, man, I wish I was there. Granted, I still edit from time to time, but we have friends that love editing, and we love shooting, so now it just works in synergy. Everyone's happy. This morning's conversation was, how do we do most of these shoots with the least amount of equipment? See how much we can get done with the bare necessities. We did bring lights, but the challenge for ourselves today is to see if we can do this production without needing them. So we're gonna have to find a good looking interview setup where we can shape just natural light.
That'll be the wide, 25, which I think a 50 wide looks nice.
Yes.
Yeah, looking kind of this way at me. And then the close-up will be the one over.
Just rotate a little bit more of this, yeah. This will look really nice as a wide.
So if tripods are there, there's a spot right there in between.
And then if we go up a little bit and tilt down, then you'll really be able to see all those greens.
Cool.
This is nice.
You do your normal tour as if you were regularly doing it. We'll just happen to have cameras. And then after the fact, we'll do a sit-down interview. And we maybe along the way, I'll ask you some questions, or we'll do something more specific. But I think you're already kind of doing what we need you to do anyway.
Okay.
So this should be very easy for you, I'd imagine.
Say that. And then it feels that it changes.
Yeah. 4K 24, 422 10L Vlog.
Yep.
Vlog, excellent. Go ahead and clap one time. Just once. Yep. Perfect. All right. Now, Tomas,
Yes.
give me the rundown.
The narrative usually when we say we live off grid, the first thing people think of is that we live in a small, tiny house way away from civilization, and it kind of conjures up that kind of imagery. And we're just here to say, hey, we don't need to live that. You can still live with all your monitored amenities without sacrifice, and it is all possible. And then it can feed the trees and other plants for many, many months. That resource can be used for the compost and for the greenhouses. So there is kind of an energy equation here where we're trying to harness and capture as much energy and resources as possible so that we can then use it wisely for our own needs when we're growing food. And this is Dodger. He loves his green. Rita? Not so much. Rita, you don't know. I think he thinks he's a cow. Chicken manure goes into compost. All of our kitchen scraps come in here. We try to eat and all of the material from the trees and other things that get mulched. It all ends up in here.
There's chickens in the bush. Why would they hang out in a bush when they have a perfectly good home?
The chickens are the beneficiaries of things that we don't eat from the greenhouse. And right now it's carrot tops and spinach and other leafy greens that have already bolted and we're not going to eat.
Oh, are these the...
These are called Sonoran goji berries or Anderson thornbush.
Okay, they're not
What
the chilipines, I think I've heard them called. They're like a pepper like this.
Oh, no, these are like a...
okay.
I'm not going to say sweet berry. These things taste like hell.
Okay.
But they are edible.
Okay.
You can't eat these.
They're not spicy?
No, not at all.
Okay.
They're bitter. And
Gotcha.
the chickens and the dogs love them.
Gotcha.
And if you're, in a pinch, you're in the desert,
Need something.
you need something.
No, there's like
New piece.
there's a pepper that looks like that, and they're like, they only kind of grow in the wild kind of
really?
thing. But it was Dwayne off grid, he had them, and he's like, they're like a particular spice that's, it's potent, but it's not overly hot, painful.
It's kind of a weird, funky.
Definitely not spicy.
No, they're not spicy.
It's almost like a micro tomato.
Ooh,
They're odd. A little bitter, a little.
Yeah,
could be good in salsa.
I like it.
Yeah, but I do eat them occasionally, but
I don't mind them.
no, they're not bad.
Strauns, would you care to explain why we don't use variable NDs?
Yeah, variable ND is just two polarizers. So when you're outside, they'll polarize the sky and you'll get a big dark spot wherever it's the strongest. And it just makes everything look really unnatural. So we use fixed NDs, just regular traditional ND filters that work without polarization. So if you ever have it where you're wearing sunglasses and you're looking at your phone and you can't see it, it's all black, it's because the polarization of the sunglasses is affecting the screen. So a similar effect can happen with cameras.
My camera has a really nice base plate, but the issue with our favorite tripods and my favorite base plate is that they don't work well together. So I need this small adapter that allows my Arca Swiss base plate to attach to this awkwardly circular base plate. But we love using these tripods because they're very easy to adjust, like micro adjustments. So I just live with it.
All right, outside, and then I'll call action for you to walk in. And action.
So you want to set them up here in that
Basically
cavity?
in that cavity, yeah, right where that red
Yep.
salad is back there?
Yeah, that'll look nice. Cool. And then over his shoulder, we could get that nice open door with all that greenery.
Yeah.
What's your name and what do you do?
My name is Tomas Satilas.
What do you do?
I work here on the property.
I'm gonna do a thumbnail over here while I'm thinking about it. Everything kind of that way. Maybe fold your arms, cross your arms, give like a pose to it. There we go. And snap, snap, snap. Taking some pictures. Looks great. Take a step this way, in a little bit. There you go. Perfect right there. Nice. Stay right there. Big smile right here. Have you harvested them today? Can we do that? All right, you wanna go get some eggs, David?
I think there's just a few of them.
Cool. Back to one.